Lecture 1. Basic Concepts. So, what is linear perspective? It's a technique that allows us to represent higher dimensional objects in lower dimensional planes or spaces. For example, take this cube. Linear perspective gives us a way to represent this three-dimensional object in 2 dimensions. But how do we actually represent three-dimensional objects in 2 dimensions? Well, we start with these things called visual rays. A visual ray is just a light ray that bounces off of an object and enters the eye. So these 2 blue rays are light rays, but they are not visual rays because they don't actually enter the observer's eye. So, a point, or a collection of points, originating from a higher dimensional object, are thrown onto a projection plane, simulating the object in a lower dimension. And this is done with projection rays. Projection rays are visual rays that pass through a projection plane. In this example, these visual rays that pass through the projection plane are the projection rays. So we have 3 types of rays. We have light rays, visual rays, which are light rays that enter the eye, and projection rays, which, again, are visual rays that pass through a projection plane. And formally, a projection plane is a plane on which a picture, also called an image or a projection, is produced. So given a point in space, P, and a picture plane, the projection of P, which is this little red point P', can be constructed by drawing a straight line through both point P and the picture plane. So the image of P, which we are calling P', is formed where this projection ray intersects the picture plane. Here's an example of an object or a figure being projected onto a picture plane. All figures are composed of points, and through every point on the surface of an object passes a light ray. When those light rays pass through a picture plane, they leave an image of that object. So here we say that the figure A', B', C' is the image or the projection of the figure ABC. The point on which projection rays converge is called the center of projection, or the CP. This entire process by which projection rays intersect a projection plane, producing an image, and converging on a center of projection is called central projection. Here's the central projection process viewed from the outside. You have an observer standing on a ground plane. The center of the observer's head is the center of projection. The picture plane is typically orthogonal to the ground plane. On the other side of the picture plane is an object, in this case a simple red square. Projection rays pass through or bounce off of the red square, intersect the picture plane, leaving an image of the square and converge on the center of projection.